Yo, what is going on, everybody? And it's your boy DJ, and welcome to Storm the Field with DJ. Once again, I am DJ, and we are here to get into the Week 4 college football pick'em on ESPN. Let's see how we did last week. We did pretty well last week. Honestly, again, on the season, we are 12-8. Oh, we did not do well at all. We were 3-7. We had the correct pick with the Memphis-Troy game. The upset, which occurred between the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Clemson Tigers, had that one incorrect. Washington State also losing to North Texas was not in my pick. Georgia beating Tennessee, I got correct. I had Pitt winning the backyard brawl, did not end up going in my favor. West Virginia picks up the upset there and won the backyard brawl. I mean, I was pulling for the Mountaineers. I like the Mountaineers. And I am going to stop going for South Carolina. I went against them week 1. They beat me. And this time, they lose it for me. As I said, I wanted to pick Vanderbilt, but I couldn't. But Vanderbilt ended up destroying South Carolina. I also had the incorrect pick between the Texas A&M game and the Notre Dame game, the Minnesota-Cal game, and the Tulane-Duke game was a correct pick. Very off on the final points for the Tennessee-Georgia game. But that was week 3. Let's get into week 4. So the first game here, we have a top 20 matchup between the Utah Utes and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And I like what the Utes are doing this season. I do. I like how the Utes have been playing these past couple of games, so I gotta roll with the Utes here. And I'm going to go with the Arkansas Razorbacks against the Memphis Tigers. I don't think this should be a huge upset pick, or a huge surprise. They are decent favorites, so I really do think Arkansas will be able to pull this one off. I'm picking an upset here. Upset. This is not favored by Vegas, and this is not favored by ESPN and the people, but I'm going with SMU. I still do think SMU is a pretty decent team, and I have to pick them to beat the TCU Horned Frogs. I'm going to pick here the ranked team to take up the win against the Nebraska Cornhuskers. I don't think Nebraska is as good as people are putting him out to be. Dylan Raiola is good, but he's not going to lead the entire team to do what people are expecting of Nebraska. Between North Carolina and UCF, North Carolina, obviously Bill Belichick, now the head coach. UCF, pretty good Big 12 school. I think I got to go with the Knights on this one. After that first game between TCU and North Carolina, I can't trust Bill Belichick in the college scene, at least in year 1. Obviously, once you get more into the college football career as a coach, you become better and better because you start getting your own players. So, not really putting this on Bill as a coach, but, it's too early for him to really win anything big. And I think a lot of people don't see that. Then we have NC State taking on Duke, and it seems like a lot of people are picking NC State to win this matchup. I don't. I picked Duke. I do think Duke is still pretty good. They did have their loss to Tulane last week. And they did lose to, I forgot who else, but they do have another decent loss. Those losses were not against bad teams. NC State, I think, is an okay team. I think Duke will come out on top in this matchup. I still think Duke is a top 6 team in the ACC, even though they are 1-2. Now, I am upset because I'm going to be missing this college game day. I am flying over to Eugene to watch the Civil War. Going to miss this game. I went to it last year. Miami ended up smoking the Gators. And given how it's going so far, man, I gotta give it to the Canes. There's no question about it here. Florida is 1-2. DJ Lagway not looking like the guy that every Gators fan thought he was. Carson Beck looking like he was back in 2024 or 2023. This is a game that I think is very winnable for the Hurricanes. and it's going to really knock out the Gators out of playoff contention for the majority of the season, unless they somehow go and win out the SEC. And even then, I think their loss to LSU is already a loss too many. Now, we got another top 20 matchup between the Fighting Illini and Indiana. And I gotta go with the Illini here. Even though the Hoosiers are favored to win this game by Vegas, I do think Indiana will get it done. Curtis Roker's not there to save Indiana any longer. Illinois will get this done. And their quarterback, I forget his name, but Luke Altmaier, he will help Illinois definitely win this game. So, all right, now between Arizona State and Baylor, I gotta go. The Sun Devils only have one loss. So do the Bears. The Bears losing to SMU, and Arizona State losing to, I don't remember who, Mississippi State. That's right. I really don't know. It looks like the majority is going towards Baylor, but I am still pretty high on Arizona State from last season. And so I think I'm going to go with the Sun Devils here. And then finally, we have BYU at East Carolina, and I'm going with BYU. How many total points will be scored in the Miami versus Florida game? Good question. It's not going to be as many as you think, because Miami's going to put up points in this game. And they're not going to allow Florida to. I think this is going to be a very similar matchup to what happened last season in Week 1 between the Gators and the Canes. And that was around 48 points at the end of the game. So I'm going to go with around 56 points to be scored in total in this game between the Hurricanes and the Gators. And yeah, just to go once again, my Week 4 picks. Utah beats Texas Tech. Arkansas beats Memphis. SMU upsets the Horned Frogs. Michigan beats the Cornhuskers. UCF beats Bill Belichick and the North Carolina Tar Heels. The Blue Devils have the upset against NC State. Miami beats the Gators. Illinois beats the Hoosiers. Arizona State upsets Baylor. BYU takes care of business against East Carolina. And Miami and Florida will end up with 56 points in total being scored in that game. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Remember to like the video, subscribe if you liked it. All these picks are given weekly, so if you want to catch up to next week's video, I have my picks from last week up, and since week 1 I've had them up. So just pay attention every Monday, or every Wednesday these videos go up. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I bleed orange and green and yellow, and DJ out. I'll see you all next time.